It's DJ Aziz. I'm back again. YouTube to give you the breakdown and the comparison of the American Audio VMS4 versus the Tractor Control S4. The American Audio VMS4 20-pound metal chassis unit with the MIDI analog 4 channel mixer. You can use in MIDI or analog. You can connect your CDJs or turntables to it and go straight from your software unit to your analogs. Coming in somewhere at around $500, $570, which is a very good price for the quality of that unit with a built-in sound card. Bundled with Virtual DJ LE, which is a good software to get started for 2 decks, not for 4. To go to 4 decks, you would need Tractor Pro or the new Virtual DJ, which is basically like a Virtual DJ 6, I think it is, or 7, I'm not sure. I'm not a Virtual DJ user, so I wasn't really using it. But I did map out my VMS4 for 4 decks in Tractor Pro. You can check out my other videos for the updates on that. The VMS4, I was having issues with the sound quality for my headphones. It's very low. I had to play around with the volume meters and the levels to get the sound quality louder out of the headphones. You couldn't go but so far before you would get some type of distortion, so it was a fine line to play around with. On behalf, or in the VMS4's defense, American Audio is working on a stronger power supply to boost the amount of power that it gets to increase the headphone output, and they are working on another fix for the microphone distortions. So for the money and the versatility of the VMS4, you can't beat the unit. The unit is actually very well constructed, very strong, and will MIDI map up to just about any software out there. I had no problems mapping it with Tractor Pro, and I did several parties with it and had no problems finding my music, outplaying other DJs who were still using CDJs, and just basically just showing off. You can do that when you have control like that, to be able to go back and forth. So all in all, say from 1 to 5, 1 being totally crappy and 5 being outstanding. On my level, the VMS4 gets a solid 4, and will get a 5 if they can get that sound card working where you can get the volume that you need out of the headphone, as well as the microphone inputs, because being able to control that unit the way that it's set up and the durability of the unit, A+ all the way. I liked it. It was a really, really good unit. Now I am working with the Tractor Control S4. I loaded the software for the Tractor Control S4. It allows you to work with 2 decks, 4 decks, 2 decks, and 2 sample decks. Gives you really, really good control, really good illumination. It's a 7-pound plastic unit. Also, it has a loop recorder in the center of the mixer here, which, for example, will allow you to snatch a loop from any of your decks, deck A, deck B, C, or D, while the track is playing. It allows you to set the size of the recording of the loop from 4 beats up to 32 beats. So if I was to record a loop for 4 beats out of deck A, I can reload another song in the deck A while my loop is playing. I can record another loop on top of my loop from deck A, deck B, deck C, and have multiple loops recorded and playing at the same time, as well as adding effects and adding another track to play. So it's a lot of good functions in the new software and in the new unit. The sliders are really nice. The turntables, or the jog wheels are really nice, and the sensitivity of the jog wheel is really, really nice. The VMS4's jog wheel, because it was all metal, you had to have this clear rubber band around it to get the search or the jog wheel feel and the scratch feel at the same time. Where this top unit is a soft plastic on top of, it's a separate piece, two separate pieces on this jog wheel. They've been having problems with the jog wheel tops coming off because it's very easy to push down on them and to twist and they pop off. There's an easy fix for it, and you can easily just reapply, push down, and twist to turn them on. There are videos on YouTube already and on Native Instruments website. So far I haven't had that problem. So when I did first install the software and bring everything online, Scratch was not working. I had to go into the KONTROL S4 software and recalibrate both of the jog wheels for the scratch effect to actually become active. And once I recalibrated them, which was very easy, no problem. So you're able to assign all 4 sound effect decks to any of the decks you want. You're able to choose whether you want 2 decks, 4 decks, 2 decks, and 2 sample decks. You literally have total control over how you set up. It's just a matter of learning how to do it. So far, so good. I can't complain. I like the sliders. I like all of the crossfaders. Everything seems to work really, really well. The filters here, knobs for the filters, as well as your highs, your mids, and your lows, and your gains, your volume control, your browser. Everything seems to be mapped out really well. So as far as the layout of the land for this unit, very, very good job. The headphone quality, fantastic. Of course, it's probably an Audio 4 or an Audio 8 sound card that they have built into this unit. The only thing I'm having a problem with so far, and I'm not sure, maybe I haven't read this correctly and I'm still learning, is if my 2 other decks that I can plug in, my externals, I can't seem to get them mapped out or lined up on these 2 decks. They'll play, but I have no control. Over the input. And I need to work on that so I can figure that out, so I can give you a sample of me using my externals along with my my MIDI. So my next video that I'm getting ready to do that's going to be attached to this will show you just a quick mix of me using all 4 decks with the KONTROL S4, just like the video I did with the VMS4 after I mapped it out in Tractor Pro. So check that video out, and if you have any questions as far as the comparison of the 2, just post them here and I'll get back to you. Thanks a lot.